Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a budget Boros aggro deck. What does that mean? It means that all of the cards that are in here are either common or uncommon. I know this one says that it's rare. It's not really. It's actually an uncommon con. I just prefer the artwork from this particular set where it was a rare card. But nope, this is uncommon as of right now, so we're good to go. So if you are looking for an interesting, fun aggro, incredibly cool budget deck, I think I got what you need. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, voted World's Sexiest Man by your mama, Doctor. You can't suck it. Yes, thank you. Filmed for a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You can't suck it. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by Tommi. It's called Budget Boros Aggro. And here's the deal, is that I love Boros for a long time, ever since Ravnica came out. And the first guild I loved was Boros. Peace out to the Wojaks. And my big deal is that I don't think they've been getting the love for like a billion years. And then Markov Manor comes out, World Leader's Cry comes out, Boros aggro, man. That is the deck. World Leader's Cry. I would not be surprised if that thing isn't banned pretty soon. It is so good. But the problem is I played it, loved it, but it is too good. It's played all the time, and so now it's getting to be one of those things that I just can't. I'm not allowed to play anymore, except for, of course, on the middle of the month where I play the best decks of the web. Just kind of like mono red aggro. You can't play it because it's a best deck on the web. And but I saw this Boros budget Boros aggro, and I'm like, all right, let's take a look at it. You know what's not in there? World Leader Cry. Lots of things are not in here, but you know what? I bet you it's still a good deck, and I'm really interested to see how well this deck performs, despite the fact that we don't have those rares and mythic rares that really ramp this thing up to, you know, that Type S deck that we're always seeing being played all the time. So if you don't have a lot of Magic cards right now, if you got just a bunch of wild cards for commons and uncommons, this may be the deck that you want to put together. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? We've got, let's see if I can pick on this right. Well, we got a guy who's a guy, right? He's an artifact. And he also can pump up creatures as you attack a little bit, right? So he's good for a single drop, big time. You can also play him from your graveyard in case he gets killed. This guy comes out, puts an artifact out. This guy, this guy comes out, puts an artifact out. Notice it's like artifact, puts out an artifact, puts out an artifact. It's because this guy can turn an artifact you control into 3 Phyrexian goblins. That's the reason why you want those artifact guys. This guy, what does it do? Point of damage to opponent and planeswalker. Then it puts a Popo counter on a creature that comes into play. And then you get a 2/2 hasty guy out of the deal. So, yeah, you get it. This is just value here, right? Something to do early. It's got a lot of goodness to it. And you got a guy. This guy puts out 2 guys. And then this guy, when it enters the battlefield, you pick a opponent's creature, and then each of your creatures deals 1 damage to that creature. So you got 4 or 5 guys out. That's 4 or 5 points of damage coming down on Sholdred. You know, so this will take somebody out probably. Plus, then if you got 3 or more creatures attacking, then creatures you control get +1/+0. All right, then we got that one on a Lightning Helix, which is 3 points of damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. So yeah, that is so rocking because 1 red for the 3 points of damage, 1 white for the 3 points of life. You're good, man. That is so cheap. You have to do it at the same time. So 2 mana. Let's see. This allows you to pay 4 to do 4 points of damage to any target, including an opponent. And you can also just tap your guys to do 4 points of damage in case you don't have the mana left over. So even guys that just came into play, you could use to pay for this. Use it right. You could do a lot of cool things with it for practically no cost. Lastly, this is your bomb, Edomain's Recruiter. Now the problem is you get 2 knights out for 5. And they both have vigilance. So that's great, except for the fact it costs 5 mana. That's a lot. Especially since his other ability, the main ability, is only 3. Usually the adventure is usually cheaper than the actual card itself. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I kind of wish it was maybe just 2/2 knights regular for 3. I'd be down with that. Just doing what even 2. Just have a Resolute Reinforcement built into this guy. 2 1/1s, that would be even cooler. But nope, these guys are totally pumped. But then his ability is what does it, which is enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+0 and haste. So if you got enough mana, you can throw out a bunch of dudes, get this guy out for 3, and then attack. You got like 7 guys, that's 14 points of damage spread over 7 different dudes. They can block 1 or 2. You're still getting through 10. All right, so yeah, it's the hard, if you don't have trample, this is how you do it, is by going wide. And this guy is what is the bomb that allows for decks like this to finish things off. All right, so other than that, we got a little bit of life gain from this, which also kind of slows things down, unfortunately. But between this life gain and that life gain, it'll give you a little bit more time to do what you need to do. So what are we going to do? We're going to get a bunch of little dudes out. We'll be turning our artifacts into goblins. And then we'll use this to eliminate some big threats, this to eliminate some big threats. And then we'll bomb in and win the game. All right, so that's what we're going to do. But before we do, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrel, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against Martob. These are slow. Hopefully pull a fast land. That'd be nice. We can't do anything on our first turn. Alright, here we go. Epicure. And a Yodeling. All right, let's see what he does if I come in with these guys. Interesting. All right, we will end our turn. We can play the Resolute Reinforcements on his turn. You just got to remind me to do it, please. I frequently forget. I need your help. Pass to attackers, throw these guys out. One, two, three, suck it! And, yeah, we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and demolition our way into a beefy side party here. Alright, they're all glorious anthemed up. Well, I guess not 1-1. They're just half of it. And we win! Victory! Alright, we are playing against Chilk. 255-19. Chilk, Silk. What else would it be? Kilk? Yeah, I don't like C's in the English alphabet. They could be too many different things. S's, K's. Potentially part of a CH. Alright, let's go for a little haste action here. It's all fine. Or let's get something going early. This deck's got to be an early player is what my theory is on it right now. I don't like this. This looks like he's going to have life gain. Alright, I'm going to have to play the Yotian Frontliner unless I pick up a white mana, which I did not get. Alright, we're all cool still. Let's draw out the next mana. And in we go. 4. 5. We can do bounce something back. I think it's weird. You're still going to get the 3 points off of that one, man. Just going to destroy it, huh? Alright, we'll put out the Novice Inspector. And let's get rid of the map. Alright, so nothing. I mean, Recruiter I could do, but what's the point at this point? So just in for 4. Yodeling. Alright, so this guy was trying to play control on me. He's not sure what to do. These little guys are just not worth taking care of, but that's all we got are little guys. Alright, we'll be able to take out this Haughty Djinn. Can we just win right now? We probably can. Let's just do it. All in! I don't know, let's just give it to anybody. That guy. And we win! And we win! Victory! Our pin against Arikel. Arikel. Arikel? Keep. Ooh, this is slow. It'd be nice if we had a red. So everything we do requires red at this point. And now we're on the low end of it. And that's it. And we could, sacrifice this, draw a card, sacrifice artifact, draw a card. Oh, I have to sacrifice a card and then get a card. Now I'm cool. Woo, that is not great for us. We are taking a bad trip here. Let's kill off our pal up top there. No, we're fine. We'll wait till later. That's a trick. I see whose life force we're going to drain there, huh? Let's trade off. And in we go. Yeah, we need red mana badly. This just bites. All right. Let's do this. And take it in. And then we'll trick him into with Resolute Reinforcements. We could take out our pal Squee, I suppose. You're smart, you put it on Squee. There we go. Alright, we're toast. Yeah, I think the worst part was just the lands we got just were so horrible. And that buys us time, but it just sets us up for even worse stuff. All right, let's go kick somebody's booty, I guess. Yeah, it's squeezed. Getting that 3 on there was more than we could handle. All right, we're dead. All right, playing against Mart, as in short for Kmart. Single red again. All right, we've got nothing great. Are we going to get this guy out on turn what? 3 essentially? All right, let's just trick our pal here. We'll see what he does. He's got to have something better in his hand. I'm just going to let it through. He's thinking, oh, I'm going to go for it. He's going to block all those guys. They're going to die. There we go. Eat it. All right, let's hope he doesn't have any more guys. Wouldn't be the first time. Yes! I can start shooting my 1/1s. I mean, you know the 2/2s are coming. Like, what's the point, right? All right, so I shall play reinforcements on his turn. He's got life gain potentially. Is this an instant? Yeah. But they don't have it. All right, let's see. Let's just go for it. No math! Did I win? Yes, I did. No math. All right, there we are. Victory. We're playing against Lord Alberto, 95. How many times you show it with one red, man? Just every time, practically. The good thing is that we have a handful. We have stuff that'll be good because white cards are in here. I've been playing so much where we don't end up getting that. All right, Novice Inspector. And no attacks. All right, so here's number 3. I'm going to clear the board a little bit. And here we go. I mean, Gateway Express can take out something with 2 for a butt. Resolute Reinforcements would be great. Land! I think it's lost forever now. There's a 2 for a butt. Get him! All in. All right, Singleton doing what Singleton likes to do. We need 2 more turns. Even then, I don't think it's enough because let's see if we have 5 guys times 2, that's 10. I see. If I really wanted this to be cracked, I should have put out the reinforcements at the end of my last turn. There's a rare. We're getting ripped off. All right, all I do at this point is just rush against the walls of the tide. All right, let's see if he comes at me. He knows if I got coming at him. I'm well within range of killing him. Oh, is that only a one-time shot? Well, that's ridiculous. I thought it was a permanent glorious anthem at that point. Now you got to get your timings right. All right, he's got 5. I've got 6. That's not going to do us any good. He's got the full Monty. Same thing I got, and he's got the full up. All right, he's scared to come at me. He's showing what, 18? Ah, hell, let's just go for it. All right, that's it. I got a lot. He's got a lot. He's got to kill enough. I think I got more of a swarm in this case. All right, so we'll have 6 points left. He'll have nothing. I have one guy with 3. Right, he's down to 6. All right, my guys, I see they're good while they attack. All right. Is this an instant? Yeah, it is. That's cool. All right, so we got more guys. We can blow something out of the way. He needs to open the door for me is what he needs to do. But he's just doing it with those guys. All right. Unfortunately, that's not it. That's not going to help us at all. All right, so we got 3, 3. Anything else good coming up here? Single guy. Not enough haste, but in we go. I can only get 2 through. All right, that's it. Not enough, man. Yes, he's give you the +1/+1s. This is what rares really give you right there. All done. All right, so we are with budget Boros aggro, and it's still a good deck even without the rares in it. I mean, obviously with the rares, it is that much better. It is, top tier. This is just a second tier deck. It's still really, really good. It was amazing how good the deck is. It's just those bomb guys, I like to call them, that come in, which is Edomain's Recruiter. This is the guy that just makes your deck really perform by giving your guys haste and +1 till the end of the turn. People aren't expecting it. It's a trick. As long as you got more guys and you can slip them past and they're essentially double the amount of damage that they do normally because your guys are all totally weak before that. I mean, we got nothing pumping our guys up except for Case of the Gateway. And they don't get that until after they attack the first time. So this is an interesting card. It's just hard to time is the problem. But still, from an aggro perspective, if you got nothing, if you got no rares, you have no mythic rares, this is a, what does that look like? Lightning Helix sometimes is rare. I use this one. It's actually an uncommon right now. So this is not actually a rare card. All right, so anyways, Boros aggro, budget aggro. Good deck still. Who was the MVP? That's the question. And I just said it before, it was Edomain's Recruiter. This guy's the guy that makes the deck stamp up. He's the guy that lets you win your games. You can still win it up until then. Your guys are doing pretty decent ahead of time. It's just a lot of little guys you're pumping out. And if they don't have any good block and they can't handle all your little guys, you could win the game on them alone. But the thing is you could also double the amount of damage that 5 guys can deal. 5 damage is one thing. 10 is an entirely different picture altogether. So yeah, and you could get out easily a lot more than 5 in a couple of turns with this thing. Turning an artifact into 3 goblins is fantastic. You put out 2 additional more. That's really the multipliers. I mean, Kumano faces Kakkazan. This is an okay one. I mean, he has a lot of value. It's got a lot of value in this card, but you're not getting multiple guys out of it. I'm not sure if there are more ways of getting multiple guys that aren't rare. So this might just be what it is. I saw this. I thought I'd try it out. It ended up being a really good deck. All right, was this deck competitive? Let's see. I ended up with a 50% win rate. I only played it 6 times. I thought that was a good amount of times to play just to see how well it played, and it did play really well. I actually think that if you played this thing more often, it's going to be above 50%. I feel like, yeah, it did pretty good. It just depends where you're playing, who you're playing against, that kind of thing. It's a well put together deck. It has a lot of potential. Is it competitive? You're not going to win on rank with it. It's a budget deck. But if you're looking to play Magic cards and you don't have a lot and you just got a bunch of rare uncommons and commons, 100% this is a deck to play. For a budget deck, this is a fantastic deck. All right, let's see. Number 2, was it fun? Absolutely. I mean, for me, this is exactly the kind of deck I'd like to play. I mean, I like mono red better, but man, if you want to give me a little bit of life gain in there, I'm cool with it. And these guys are okay. I mean, the big thing is that they facilitate your red cards. That's why they're in there for. And this is so good with that shoot ability where everybody just kind of takes a shot at something on the board. Man, that is fantastic. I'm surprised that's not red. This, I mean, it's the mob mentality, which that's what white usually gets away with, is saying, I got a mob of guys. But this is practically a red card just in white mana for some stupid reason. And Convoke, sure, why not, man? Why not? So yeah, this is a fun deck, big time. Was it interesting? Yeah, it was interesting. The reason why is because it's a budget deck, and we wanted to see how well the budget deck was going to work. You know, you remove all the rares, you remove all of the mythic rares. Is it still going to hold together? Yeah, it's an interesting deck because it still works and it does a good job. All right, so let's add all that up. Was this deck competitive? For a budget deck, yes. If you're playing in the budget league, absolutely. Was this deck fun? Yeah, absolutely. Was it interesting? Yeah, I think so. I thought it was really good. Interesting cards, stuff from the new set. We're all good to go. Is there stuff from the new set here? Let me take a look just to make sure. Yeah, Novice Inspector. That guy is. I would say I thought this guy was the new set, but really we didn't see him getting played much until now. Until we started getting War Leaders Cry Out, Edomain's Recruiter really wasn't being played much. So this, I mean, really getting to Markov Manor is where this guy's getting his shine on. All right, so there we go. This is, well, technically for a budget league, A+ deck, A+. And if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.